Hey there, Squirrel Army. Today, I want to talk about a blue mana dork in Omen Hawker.
You can join the Squirrel Army by subscribing.
Alright, so this is a blue mana dork. It's got some restrictions on it, but it is a blue mana dork. There actually are a few blue mana dorks, but they're all mostly like either a restriction, like you have to play artifacts and enchantments, or whatever. Actually, just artifacts mostly, isn't it? Not many enchantment ones, I don't think. And then just instant and sorceries. Now, this one, I think this is the cheapest version of any of the ones that I've seen. Most of them are for 2 mana, I believe. So this is certainly a lot cheaper at 1. And adding 2 mana is pretty darn strong for a 1-drop. We all know how good Soul Ring is. Yes, this is a mana dork, so it does suffer from summoning sickness, so that is another thing to strike against it in a sense, and it does only work for abilities, so that is a little bit worse as well. So you've really got to have a lot of abilities that you want to activate to spend that mana on effectively. Now, there are a few. Actually, this wouldn't be too bad in something like Kinnan, because, like, Kinnan has that innate ability, plus it does it add 1 green, or does it add 1 of any color? I can't really remember how it works. But anyway, just adding an additional mana to this thing producing 3 of the mana that, Kinnan needs, that's insanely strong. That's probably CDH good. In fact, Kinnan's already CDH good, but still, like, for this to go in a deck like that, that's insane. Like, and this can go in a lot of other decks, it just can't go in that deck. But of course, that's probably the most obvious one. That was one that just came to my head straight off the bat when I just saw this thing. But there certainly are some other decks. There's that Jeskai girl that I can't remember the name of, gives anything that has a tap ability haste, essentially. So that's kind of cool with that. But it is a 4-mana commander, but still, it cares about activated abilities and things like that. So, in a deck that cares about activated abilities that's in this guy's colors, or you can find with this guy that would be in the right colors, it could be a very, very good card. It won't be obviously the best card, but any card that gives you something to work with, even if it's restricted, is worth looking at, because again, you can start going, well, what I'm going to do with this is just pay for my abilities, and any mana that I get from this thing is still mana that I'm getting for what I'm doing. Yes, it's restricted, but if I'm in that strategy of this is what I'm doing, it will pay for itself at some point and do what I want. So it could be absolutely well worth it. But I could always be wrong. You guys could always let me know what you guys think, writing your thoughts down there in the comments below. How good is this thing? Is it that amazing? Probably not, but it still has a place in some decks that would want this sort of thing, and it's certainly going to be probably an auto-include in something like Kinnan and whatnot. So, yeah, there is that. So, there are certainly other decks out there that it could go in, so you can always let me know what decks it can go in. Write them down there in those comments if you want to as well. So, yeah. But I hope you've enjoyed this one, and hope you will join me in another one.